I'm Furniture Today's retail editor Thomas Lester here at the grand opening of the Bob's Discount Furniture store in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And joining me is Bill Barton, the president and CEO of Bob's. Bill, welcome to the Carolinas.
Well, thank you, Thomas. It's exciting to be here. It's a big day for us at Bob's Discount Furniture.
Right. Well, tell me a little bit about this. You've got plans for 20 stores this year.
We do.
Including your first in North Carolina, So,
that's right.
Yeah.
We're now in 26 states. We're opening 3 stores right now in North Carolina. It's the beginning of many more stores in this state. We're really excited about this entry into the South and especially North Carolina. And so far, the welcome for us here in Winston-Salem has been wonderful.
Well, I'm sure you saw plenty of opportunity when you were planning and figuring out where do we want to move to next. So what was the draw?
Yeah. Well, listen, we've been in business 34 years. We're in 26 states. We understand a lot about who our customer is, how they value us. We know a lot about where they live. So we do a lot of studying and a lot of data analysis before we enter a market. And we've had our eyes on North Carolina for quite a while. We've come down through Virginia. Right? We know how to distribute and to deliver in this area of the country. And so we had everything ready. But of course, as part of entering a new market, a big part of it for us is how do we introduce ourselves to that market? And we've been doing this a long time. A big part of it for us is investing in the community, right? So today, we're giving some donations to a local school as well as the USO, and we'll continue to invest in the community we serve. As well, today we're of course announcing our partnership with Joe Gibbs Racing, which we'll talk about more. But we spend a lot of time preparing and understanding a market before we enter, and we're very excited about this location. It's already been open for a few weeks, and it's doing exceedingly well.
Wonderful. Yeah, and talking about the partnership, I know in the past you've had sports partnerships, and if you're going to be in the Southeast, it makes a lot of sense to team up with a NASCAR team because this is the home of the sport and where a lot of its most rabid fans are. So
absolutely. Well, to that very point, we've been doing sports sponsorships for decades. And again, it's a way for us to introduce ourselves to a community, and it's not a one and done. Like, we continue these sponsorships, especially when we get to align with the charitable side of these sponsorships. So as we thought about entering North Carolina, the question was, what sports team or sport in general should we align with? And as it turned out, we had some connections with Joe Gibbs Racing. And so we sat down and met with them. And one of the things that's very important to us is that our sponsorships of the sports team is not just to get our message out, but to get a values alignment. And as you know, community is very important to us. And so when we sat down with them, with Coach Gibbs and with Denny and the entire Joe Gibbs team, we realized there was a big alignment around community involvement. And we said, okay, we've got values alignment. And of course, Denny, he's an amazing driver, a winning driver, and he cares deeply about his fans and people. We care deeply about our guests. The overlap was obvious. And so I'm very excited that we were able to get in there and become a sponsor for Denny. And I think it's the beginning of a very long, wonderful marriage. So we're very excited about this.
Well, super exciting day with everything going on. Again, welcome to the area. And thanks for taking a few minutes to speak with me.
Well, Thomas, thank you for being here. Truly, we're excited to be a part of this community now. The welcoming has been amazing. Our team here, of course, is as we've talked about before. We transferred down here some of our longer tenured people to bring the culture of Bob's. Our culture is every bit as important to us as the product, the wonderful quality, stylish, everyday low price furniture that we're known for. But our culture, in some ways, is even more important. And so we've seeded this store and the others with people who are veterans of Bob's, but yeah, we've also hired from the community. And it's that marriage, that coming together, that's making it special. And you can see the energy here today, and it's wonderful. And we are really excited to be here in Winston-Salem.
Fantastic. Well, Bill, thank you so much.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure. And thank you for tuning in.